Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about vendor selection and maker by decision. So, moving on to the next slide. The vendor selection is a subsidiary process that allows clearly stating, defining, and approving those vendors which meet requirements of the procurement process. The criteria for vendor selection include the following: delivery and ability of the contractor to procure all required items within desired delivery dates, quality and ability of the contractor to provide products with expected or desired quality, cost, a comparison of prices provided by several contractors, past performance, records on the contractor's procuremental activities undertaken in the past. Another few criteria: reliability of the product, technical capacity for more production, and financial stability of the good. So actually what is vendor selection? In simple words, before we are going to buy a product from a market or somewhere else, we need to be very careful about selecting the right vendor for us. When all these criteria are being fulfilled, or when we are satisfied with all these criteria, we will surely choosing the right vendor for us. So, while choosing a vendor, we need to be very careful regarding this criteria, whether these criteria are fulfilled or not. Next, stages in vendor evaluation and selection. Recognize the need for vendor selection. Why? It is the first point. We need to recognize our actual need, why we are selecting the vendor for. Identify key sourcing requirements. What are those? Quality, cost, delivery performance, technical capacity. I have already talked about this in my previous slides in this video. Determine sourcing strategy. Identify potential supply source. Create vendor pool. What is vendor pool? Basis, risk analysis, performance consistency. So when we are choosing a vendor, we need to be very careful about these risks, such as and we need to be very careful whether he or she works consistently or not, perform consistently or not. Select supplier, vendor selection, and vendor rating. These are those factors that those on which I have already elaborated in my previous part of the video. So these are the gleams, and they are reliability, technical capacity, convenience, availability, after sales service, sales assistance, etc. Make or buy decision. In operations management, make or buy decision is a very important topic. It's not only for the operation management as a subject, for all the companies and factories around the world. The managers, the CEOs, and the employees need to be very careful regarding this fact, because whenever they are launching or producing a product or good, they need to be careful regarding this, that whether they are going to produce whole good or whole product inside the factory premises itself, or they are going to buy some or few parts from outside. Like, while a car production company, it is not possible for the production company to produce everything in the premises itself. Like the wheel of the car, they take it from MRF or some other uh, company from outside. They itself don't produce. Like Toyota don't produce the wheels. They take it from some other company like MRF or other companies. So this is called make or buy decision. For Toyota, they are buying the wheels from outside, while they are making the car itself in the company, while might the other parts they are producing inside, like the engine and other things, but other like the roof and the seats they're buying from other. So by doing all this thing they are getting a huge profit. So this is what now I'm going to elaborate this. It is an act of choosing between manufacturing a product in-house or purchasing it from an external supplier. It is the cost and advantages of producing in-house versus buying it elsewhere. Companies use total transaction cost occurred in developing products to reach and make or buy decision. It rewards firms with a competitive advantage and reduce cost of production and capital investment. Obviously, it will reduce the cost of production and capital investment, as well as a healthy competition will be formed between other companies also, which will play an important role for financial health of the company. Here I have make a small difference between making in-house and buying it or outsourcing. So these are the few points I have added for better explanation. Production cost in make in-house, product purchase cost by outsourcing, extra labor cost, sales tax cost, monitoring cost, shipping cost, storage requirement cost, inventory holding cost, waste product disposal cost, ordering cost. So while making in-house or buying outsourcing, we need to be very careful regarding these factors. We need to be very careful that whether we're making in-house or buying outsourcing, whatever it is, we should be careful that these factors are what can I say, that we need to be very careful. We need to keep these factors in our mind, and we need to see that doing this, are this is making benefit or this is making us loss. So if making in house making it is making loss for us, then we will simply go for buy. But if vice versa, it can also happen. If it buying is making loss for us, then we will make in house. So this is what I'm actually wanted to say. Cost volume profit analysis or break-even analysis. It is a thing that is done by all the companies. It's a very important profit making part for the companies, and it's one of the most important analysis that is being done by all the companies around the world. CVP analysis, it is also called the CBP analysis, also called break-even analysis, is a way for companies to determine how changes in cost occurs, both variable and fixed. As we know, there are two kinds of cost. One is variable cost and one is fixed cost. CVP analysis is a way to find out how changes in variable cost affects a firm sorry affects a firm's profit. So here CVP analysis helps the firm or the company to understand whether how the fixed and the variable costs are helping the company to make the profit. So this analysis is a milestone for the company also. Companies use it to see how many units they need to sell the break even uh, to reach a certain minimum profit margin. And what is break even point? We all know that it is a point at which cost or expenses and revenue are equal. There is no net loss or gain. So whenever the in CVP analysis, whenever we see the margin is lower the break even point, then it is a loss. I mean the expenses and revenues, if it is lower, but if it is above the break even point, then it is a gain for us, a profit for us. So thank you, and if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and see you in the next video. Till then, bye and have a good day.